Okay, let's talk about it. That moment when someone asks you to talk about yourself in English. It can be a little stressful, right? Well, today, we're going to make it super easy. By the end of this, you'll have it down no problem.
Ah, there it is. The question. Tell me about yourself. You're going to hear this everywhere, in a new class, at a party, maybe even at a job interview. It's unavoidable.
And let's be real for a second. Even though it's a simple question, it can feel like a spotlight just got turned on you. Your mind just goes blank. What do I say? Am I saying too much or not enough? Yeah, we've all been there.
But what if I told you it doesn't have to be so scary? We're going to break this whole thing down into a few simple, easy-to-remember building blocks. You'll be able to use them anytime, anywhere. You ready? Let's do this.
First step, building block number 1. This is our starting point, our foundation, the basics. So what exactly are the basics? Well, it's just the essential info you need to get the ball rolling. Super simple stuff. Your name, where you're from, and where you happen to be living now. It's factual, it's easy, and it's the perfect way to start with confidence.
And you can see just how easy this is. Let's look at our two examples from the source material, Paul and Emily. Paul says, "My name is Paul. I am from the United States. I live in a small town." Emily, "My name is Emily. I am from Canada. I live in a big city." See? Just a few simple sentences, and we already know who they are. Piece of cake.
Okay, so we've got our foundation. Now let's add the second layer to our introduction, your daily life. This is where we add a little bit more color. This building block answers the question, so how do you spend your days? And for most of us, that's going to be about our job or whatever we're studying.
And wow, look at the difference this one little addition makes. Paul's not just a guy from a small town anymore. He's an English teacher, and he loves his job. And Emily, she's not just from a big city, she's an art student who loves to draw and paint. We're starting to get a real sense of who these people are. All right, time for our third and final building block. And honestly, this is the fun one. This is where we add personality. Exactly. This is where we go beyond just the facts and share the little things that make you, well, you. This is the stuff that makes your introduction memorable and helps you actually connect with the person you're talking to. A great way to do this, talk about pets. It's a classic for a reason. You instantly learn something about someone. Are you a dog person, like Paul with his friendly pup Max? Or more of a cat person, like Emily with her sleepy cat Luna? It's such a small detail, but it says so much. Hobbies are another fantastic way to go. They give a real peek into your world. We find out that Emily, our art student, also gets lost in adventure stories. And Paul, the teacher, turns out he rocks out to music and plays soccer. These are the kinds of details that really get a conversation started. Now here's a pro tip for you. It's not just about sharing what you like. Sometimes sharing what you don't like can be even more interesting. It's a little unexpected, and it can show a totally different side of you. And look how simple and relatable this can be. Paul loves pizza, but hates olives. Emily loves pasta, but can't handle super spicy food. These little things make them feel like real people, the kind of people you could actually sit down and have a meal with. So, we've got our 3 building blocks: basics, daily life, and personality. Awesome. But just knowing the blocks isn't enough. Now we get to the most important part, the strategy for actually using them. In this right here, this is the golden rule. A great introduction is not a biography. You don't need to list your job, your pet, your hobbies, and your favorite food all in one breath. The trick is to choose. So, how do you choose? Well, first, we've got to change how we think about the question itself. It's not a test. It's not a performance. It's an invitation. Someone is inviting you to connect, to share just a little piece of who you are. So the strategy is actually pretty simple. First, think about the situation. Where are you? A classroom is very different from a party, right? Second, just pick 1 or 2 details from your building blocks that feel right for that moment. And third, and this is so important, just be friendly and smile. Because here's the main takeaway from all of this. There's no single perfect introduction that works every time. The best answer is the one that fits the place you're in and the people you're with. Let's look at an example. In a new class, Paul's introduction is perfect. He gives the basics and then adds one little detail from his personality block that's totally relevant. I like to learn new things. Perfect for a classroom. But now, switch the scene to a friendly party. Here, Emily's approach is great. She jumps right to her hobbies. I love to paint and listen to music. That's such an open door for someone to ask, "Oh, cool, what kind of music?" See how that works? And that's it. That's the whole point.
You're not trying to deliver a perfect speech about yourself. All you're doing is opening the door just a little bit, making it easy for someone to start a friendly conversation with you.
So, we've broken it down. You've got the building blocks. You've got the strategy. You have all the tools you need. So now I'm turning the question back to you. The next time you hear it, what are you going to say?